Guys, what's going on? Welcome to Serial at Midnight. My name is Heath, and in this video, we are going to discuss Black Friday video game deals. This is my Black Friday week video game haul. I didn't get all these on Black Friday, but all week there were such good deals. And I just took advantage of it. I was kind of surprised at how many video games I bought. I'll be playing these all year long. I have movies coming too, but here's the thing. I took advantage of a lot of the price matches that were going on online. So a lot of my stuff's coming from Amazon and Best Buy, places like that. So we have more Black Friday content coming. I just don't have it here with me yet. So I know of 3 videos right off the bat that we're going to be talking about Black Friday haul stuff, pickups, but we're kicking it off with video games because it's here. I have them all. And it's worth noting that I think these are like sub $10 video games, you guys. Not all of these were sub $10, but a lot of them were. And we're in the twilight of the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. You know, the new systems are coming in 2020. And this is the time to be building these libraries. It's such a great time for deals. So we'll just get started. I grabbed the Game of the Year edition of SpiderMan, the PlayStation 4 exclusive version of SpiderMan. Now, it wasn't that long ago I picked up the previous version, the non-Game of the Year version of SpiderMan. And I think I got this for $20 during the PlayStation Days of Play sale, which feels like it wasn't that long ago, but I guess it was several months ago. But here's the thing, there's no DLC on this. The DLC, I think it's $40 if you buy the DLC by itself. This went on sale for $14.99, and it had the digital voucher for all the DLC. So I was like, well, for $15 I can have all that extra stuff. So I rebought the game. And here's the thing about physical media, guys. This is something that comes up sometimes, but maybe not enough, is that when you purchase a disc of something, you have equity. So I now have the Game of the Year edition. If I want to sell this, I have something that I can actually sell. Now, what am I going to get for it? I don't know. But you can't really sell a digital download. You know, once you've downloaded that thing to your hard drive, you can't really resell it. But you have equity in disc purchases. So I now have the Game of the Year edition of Spider-Man. I've been playing the DLC, the Black Cat stuff. Black Cat's one of my favorite Spider-Man characters. So I really have been enjoying the DLC for this game. And I guess I'll maybe think about putting the other one up on eBay or something like that. I grabbed Kingdom Hearts 3. Now, I have been all in on Kingdom Hearts since the very beginning of the franchise. Kingdom Hearts back on the PlayStation 2, which was a long time ago. And I've always been all in on this because I'm a Disney fan. You guys know I love Disney. So the mix of like Final Fantasy characters with Disney characters has always been really appealing to me. But here's the thing. So it's been a long time between Kingdom Hearts 2, 2.9, however many variations there are. All the other games, you know, there's like 8 or 9 Kingdom Hearts games, but there's really only 2 main PlayStation 2 entries. They just keep upscaling them. It's like, oh, it's the 2.4, 2.9, like so many versions of these games. But in between the last version of the last game and this version of this game, I don't know. I think it's been too long. I'm going to be honest with you guys. The storylines, you know, I was not a kid when Kingdom Hearts came out. I know some of you guys are younger than I am. Some of you probably grew up with Kingdom Hearts. I was an adult when Kingdom Hearts came out. So I've never really had that emotional connection. And this is really leaning into that emo storyline that, you know, like, oh, it's kind of garbage philosophy, if I'm being honest. Like, oh, if the power of your heart has the triumph over the mountain of will. And it sounds philosophical, but if you think about it, it's not actually saying anything. It's just kind of like emo philosophy mumbo jumbo. I love in this game when I get to play through Disney movies. I love it. The game starts out, you're playing through the Hercules storyline, like Olympus. You get to go to the Palace of the Gods, all these things. I love that aspect of it. I love getting to play through the games, Toy Story, Pirates of the Caribbean, stuff like that. But the character stuff, all the emo stuff in there is like, I don't have zero patience for it now. And one of the things that I forgot about Kingdom Hearts is that there'll be like a solid 15-20 minute chunk where you don't even need the controller. It's just talking, and there's just like cinema cutscenes. You can just go, you know, you could go take a nap probably and come back and they'll still be talking. And you can't skip it because you might miss something that's important. You might miss instructions, or you skip ahead and suddenly you're in a battle and you don't know why. So I had forgotten that aspect of Kingdom Hearts, and it's kind of frustrating. Bree was watching me play this game and she was like, good Lord, do you ever get to play? And I was like, oh no, right? So I'm enjoying it for what for the Disney aspect of it, playing through the Disney games, the Disney movies. But the other aspect I do not necessarily think has aged well. Anyway, I picked up Yakuza Zero. I'm gonna see it's Americans have a tendency to be like Yakuza, but pronunciation wise, true Japanese would be like Yakuza, Yakuza. Because it's like Shinsuke Nakamura. You don't pronounce it Shinsuke Nakamura. It's Shinsuke. It's Yakuza. Yakuza. Okay, that's your Japanese lesson. So I got Yakuza Zero. I got Yakuza Kiwami. Is it Kiwami? Yeah. Was it Kiwami or Kiwani? This is the high def, new, completely rebuilt from the ground up version of the first Yakuza game from PlayStation 3, was it? I want to say it was the PlayStation 3. It's been a while. So this is the first. So 0, 1, and of course, Yakuza 2 Kiwami, or Yakuza Kiwami 2, which is the second, the Yakuza 2 rebuilt from the ground up for modern consoles. Because see, here's the thing. I think in February or March, pretty soon, in a matter of months, we're getting Yakuza 3, 4, and 5, I believe, remastered for PlayStation 4. And I will absolutely be picking those up. Yakuza 6 is, of course, out as well, but I didn't have any of these games. And I'm going all in on the Yakuza storyline. So I'm excited. I've never played any of these games. And I'm a little bit bothered that 2 of these are greatest hits versions and this one is not. I kind of wanted a matching set, but that's the price you pay for waiting, for sleeping on Yakuza, is you don't get them exactly to match up. You get the red greatest hits presentation. I picked up Neo, which is, have PlayStation Plus, and this was one of the recent games that you could play for free, but this was $9.99, something like that. It was under $10, and I'm like, okay, add this to my shelf, have it forever, play it for free. I think this disc is off the spindle. It is. Guys, I gotta put the disc back on the spindle. Okay, well, that was a close call. This looks cool. Feudal Japan, sort of a supernatural. Let's see. Ready your blade for countless battles of a land torn apart by civil war. Clash of steel with fierce samurai and fallen warriors. Stand alone against vicious demons. Master combat and find honor in every hard-fought victory. Only in death will you find the way of the samurai. The way of the samurai. Now, I have heard that this game is extremely difficult, so we'll see what happens. I don't have a lot of patience for extremely difficult games. If I feel like I'm not getting very far and it's just an endless grind, I might bail. But I really wanted to add that to the shelf for my... Here's the thing about PlayStation Plus. As soon as you let that membership lapse, you don't have access to that stuff anymore. So it's always been important to us. As you're here, you know how we feel about this stuff. Add it to your shelf, support physical media, and you have it forever. So on that note, I also picked up The Last of Us. Now here's the thing. I never played The Last of Us. I don't really like zombies. I'm a little burned out. I've been burned out on zombies for a hot 10 years. It's not like it's a recent thing. Zombies are just so overdone, overplayed. But I have heard so many good things about this game, and that it's not really about the zombies, it's about characters and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, listen, I love Zombieland, the movie Zombieland, and then Zombieland Double Tap, because they do something different with the zombies. It's not just like another Walking Dead kind of version of zombies. But I've heard such good things about this movie. This is this game. This is by all accounts one of the best games for the last generation of consoles, and it's been upscaled, of course, for this. And if there's the sequel's coming out eventually. I think it got pushed back, right? But I'll give it a shot. I will see what I think about it. Still have a few to go here. I picked up Persona 5. Never played any of the Persona games either. Have you guys played any of the Persona series? It looks really cool. Kind of a JRPG kind of a thing. High school battles, super stylized. I'm all in. Look, guys, I don't know if it's Ultraman that's done this for me. We've been covering a lot of Ultraman here on the channel. I don't know. I've always been into anime and things like that, but lately I just feel this real pull towards Japanese creations, towards, more anime, things like this, Persona, to hardcore Japanese, not hardcore, directly geared towards very immersive Japanese entertainment. That's what I'm trying to say. Not Americanized Japanese stuff, but it's like genuine Japanese. I like JRPGs. I like Dragon Quest, that sort of a thing. So I'm digging into all this stuff. I finally grabbed God of War. I've played all the other entries in the series, I believe, except for this one. I have the collection for the last generation of consoles. that had God of War 1, 2, what were the games? The Vita games? Were they Vita? I don't even remember. It's been so long. But the games that came to like the handheld consoles. And I think it has 3 on that collection as well, but I haven't played any God of War on PlayStation 4. And I've heard such great things about this, that it kind of reinvents the God of War franchise for a new generation of consoles. So I grabbed this as well. Looking forward to that. And here's the thing, I'm a Switch owner as well, and the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, of course everyone knows about this game. This is one of the most praised and lauded Zelda games in the history of the franchise, but I didn't have it. I've been meaning to play it, but just a matter of time, really. This was like $30 off. It was a really good deal on Black Friday. I went in, I got it, I went out just like clicking my heels. I was so happy. Don't know when I'm going to get to it yet. I'll probably play some of this other stuff first, just because I know how immersive this is. I know, well, a lot of what I bought is also immersive. But and then I should also say that on the Switch, there were some great downloads. The Switch store was having some really good deals. They were doing half off on the Castlevania collection from, the Konami Konami's Contra, right? Yes, the Konami code. Up, down, down, left, right, BA, start. And so I got the Castlevania collection, and I got the Contra collection. And both of those were 50% off. They were $20 collections. I think the Castlevania collection has 7 games in it. I want to say it's 7. The Contra collection has 10 games, if I remember correctly. But both of those were $20 collections, and I've been thinking about picking them up for a while. But $10 for all those games, that's like $1 a game. And I was just really excited about that, because I've been kind of backburnering them. I knew they would eventually go on sale, and they finally did for the holiday season, and I was like, yes, done. I ran home. I also got a micro SD card to finally upgrade my Switch to a bigger memory. Micro SD cards were half off, so I also have a 3DS, and so I upgraded the memory card in the 3DS to a 32 gig, which is the highest it'll take. And I upgraded this to 128, because I don't do a lot of downloading of A-list games. I like to have the cartridge. I'm a physical media guy. But there's, like the Castlevania and Contra collections were digital only, so there's not a lot of wiggle room there. But with that 128 gigabyte micro SD card, I'm good probably forever. So that is the video game haul, the Serial at Midnight Black Friday video game. Here, I was in the thumbnail, I kind of have to keep things secret, but I will turn it around. You can see all those beautiful spines. What a beautiful spine. Things you never thought you'd say. What a beautiful spine. This is our Black Friday video game haul, and like I said, we have so many more Black Friday videos coming, at least 2 more. So stay tuned for those. Guys, what did you pick up for Black Friday? Any video games? What are you playing? Are you excited about the next generation of consoles, or are you kind of still happy with what we have now? We're kind of living in a golden age for these things. Prices are low. Competition is high. That's good for us as the gamers, the consumers. So guys, thank you very much for watching this video. I appreciate you. Take care. And until next time, I will catch you later.